Hello, and welcome to another session. Today, we would look at 10 things to know about Zebec Protocol's Nautilus Chain. Number 1. What are Zebec's core competencies? What are the advantages of the product? Through Zebec's innovative Web 3.0 flow payment technology, using the blockchain settlement protocol, to meet the immediate needs of users to pay payroll, cash flow, capital guarantee, and token ownership, the long-awaited real-time, seamless blocker financial payment system has been implemented. At the same time, Zebec launched two innovations: the world's first on-chain payroll with built-in pre-purchase tax, and the first Visa debit card that uses digital currency to purchase settlements. Number 2. Explain the Nautilus. Nautilus is a staging chain, or testnet, that will later evolve into the Nautilus chain once it launches on mainnet. On the technical side, Nautilus uses Eclipse tech stack to build its own modular rollup, allowing general smart contract capabilities. Capabilities with the flexibility of choosing between several virtual machines and various data availability layers to settle on, such as Celestia, Eigenlayer, etc. This modular architecture allows Nautilus to be EVM compatible for developers familiar with Ethereum and Solidity, as well as allowing for very high throughput given its parallelized transaction processing and its rollup architecture. Number 3. What are the benefits of building on Nautilus vs similar options like Arbitrum or Optimism, for example? Nautilus provides developers with an EVM compatible environment that is cheaper and scales better. This means Solidity developers will have the technical stack they need to make high-throughput dApps. It starts optimistic, but it will later be ZK EVM. Number 4. Are there incentives, or is there a bounty program for using Triton? To smoothly transition to the mainnet, Zebec DAO will set airdrops to incentivize early users. These tokens will also be used to incentivize community testing and contributions. There is also a bug bounty program for developers who squash bugs. They can help us audit, identify, and report vulnerabilities within our network. Nautilus Chain has donated $20,000 for the bounty program. There are also rules attached to this program. The bug must not have been previously unreported. The bug must be found under the work GitHub page, not the code of a third party. You must not have written the buggy code, or otherwise been involved in contributing the buggy code to the project. You can start or fork a private chain for bug hunting. Public disclosure of a vulnerability makes it ineligible for a bounty. The bounty rewards are subject to standard KYC requirements and vetting in order to be eligible. Determinations of eligibility, score, and all terms related to an award are at the sole and final discretion of the bug bounty team. Like Optimism and Arbitrum, we have potential airdrop to early users. Number 5. What is the positioning of Nautilus Chain, and how does it affect the development of the Web3 world? Zebec was launched in March 2022. In just half a year, the TVL exceeded $300 million. With DeFi staking mining not yet open, it has more than 500,000 registered users, making it the project with the most end users in the Solana ecosystem. More than 1/3 of Solana projects use Zebec flow payments to pay wages. Zebec has proved its potential without relying on DeFi business. According to Solana's existing ecological scale estimation, Zebec Protocol TVL will soon exceed $1 billion. Zebec has continued to deploy real-world battlefields since 2022 first quarter, and has acquired 5 Web 2 payment companies with more than 10,000 users. Zebec is relying on its own combat experience in Web 3 strong response flow payment, and its acquisition power will only increase. In the next 1 to 2 years, it plans to add 10 to 20 larger Web 2 payment companies to join the team and put Zebec on the global map. It will drive the expansion of ZBC Visa card and bring users a better experience. Due to the rigid demand of payment applications, it is inevitable for Zebec to develop into multiple chains, and it will also become the infrastructure of multiple public chains, which will bring Zebec considerable allies and users. After announcing the launch of BNB Chain on September 25th, users will be able to use payment services, e.g. BSC, on EVM chain other than Solana, officially announcing that Zebec has started a cross-chain journey and kicking off the Nautilus Chain. In order to continuously improve the trading experience, Nautilus Chain will cooperate deeply with Eclipse, using optimistic rollup and ZK rollup technologies to make the transaction speed up to 700,000 TPS and achieve a higher execution speed than L1. Number 6. What deployments have been made, and are there any projects that have been cooperated? At present, more than 80 projects have participated in the development of Nautilus Chain, including DeFi, infrastructure, NFT, and GameFi. For example, Space ID, BSC, Zebec Protocol, BSC, 10 Finance, BSC, Biswap, BSC, Izumi, BSC, Alpaca Finance, BSC, ApeSwap, BSC, CLV, BSC, CyberConnect, BSC, PancakeSwap, BSC, Sateo Aptos, Myra Finance Aptos, Seam Labs Aptos, Osiris Protocol Aptos. We will have one of biggest ecosystems across EVM chains. At least 300 to 400 projects. Number 7. What kind of business scenarios does Nautilus Chain want to build in the future, and what is the development vision of the public chain ecology? Nautilus Chain has a module for private transactions, driven by ZK, which is not available in other payment products before. Zebec itself is a streaming payment product, and it is a big track in itself. If all payment type Web3 companies interact with Zebec, then the fact is true now. There are about 200 Solana projects that have interacted. In the future, the approximate size of this market will be $800 billion. The driver of Zebec token currently has two major blocks. 1. Payment by debit card. 2. A governance of the product. 3. The use of the product will consume ZBC as a service fee. When the ZBC chain is released, all ZBC tokens will become part of the consumption of the public chain, and at this time, the token will become a deflationary economic system. A national economic system like Nepal may adopt Zebec as the official currency circulation. Features of the public chain are: 1. The transaction is faster and can meet the needs of enterprise level. 2. It has private transaction authority, e.g. all transactions can be authenticated on the chain by both parties of the transaction, not everyone can see it. 3. POS does not consume as much energy as POW. Number 8. What is the biggest difference between Nautilus Chain and other public chains? 1. The payment public chain brings together a large amount of TVL on and off the chain. For an ecology, it is very important to have a significant TVL. 2. At present, more than 80 ecological projects have participated, and the entire ecology can also be ranked in the top 20, and the key points have not yet been launched. Number 9. If users participate in Zebec's node, how can there be incentives for node holders? At present, the sales of nodes have exceeded 2,300. This means that when the Zebec public chain was released, there were at least 2,000 different validators, authentication nodes, which is already much more than many POS public chains known so far, e.g. Celo. Number 10. What else should I know? At present, the largest blockchain browser on Aptos, the largest DeFi ecology on BSC and Solana have made it clear that they will enter the Zebec public chain system. And 3 projects have purchased the authentication nodes of the Nautilus chain to support the future development of the Nautilus chain. Interact with other head public chains through Nautilus chain, such as Solana, the BSC, ETH. The Zebec node NFT is the certificate of the future Zebec public chain node validator. After the development of the public chain is completed in 2023, it can provide verification as a pledge aggregator and participate in Zebec network operations. The Miss Gavel is a soulbound NFT using the EIP 5114 protocol. The main ability of this certificate is to have Zebec community governance voting rights. Thank you for watching. Please, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.